To my YouTube family, I apologize for my hiatus. Over this last month, I've been trying to find my footing with my new job, but now I got a good schedule and idea of how I'm gonna be pushing out content. So without further ado, let's just jump into this video for today. Boom. All right, Jon Gruden is out as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. He has resigned his position, which was, gonna be the only thing that was gonna come out of this meeting between him and Mark Davis. Gruden was under extreme scrutiny over his insensitive remarks that he made in an email back in 2011 towards, at the time, executive of the NFL Players Association, DeMaurice Smith. The comments were kind of disturbing. Jon Gruden basically said DeMaurice Smith's lips were the size of Michelin tires. Let that sink in. It's offensive, and it's quite honestly, it's racist. And here's the actual quote. He actually called him Dumb Boris instead of his name. And in the back of the end zone, like, look what it says: end racism. This is upon players' helmets. It's in end zones. It's everywhere. And the crazy part is Jon Gruden was allowed to coach in the game this previous Sunday versus the Chicago Bears, and they got beat. In my opinion, I didn't see much effort from the Raiders side, but I could be overlooking things. They lost at home to an inferior Chicago Bears team with a rookie quarterback, and they were just favored to win and didn't win the game. But of course, those comments that he made towards DeMaurice Smith wasn't the reason why he got fired, or shall I say resigned. It was what Jon Gruden had to say about the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, aka Uncle Roger, and a few other choice words that were just downright hateful and things that you shouldn't be saying. He goes to call Roger Goodell a faggot, a clueless anti-football pussy. He also had comments about Goodell pressuring Jeff Fisher, at the time the coach of the Rams, to draft quote-unquote queers, is reference to Michael Sam, who was one of the first openly gay player to be chosen by a team in the NFL. And oh, by the way, Carl Nassib, a player of the Las Vegas Raiders, is the first active NFL player to come out as gay. With all these events going on, it truly made me wonder, what was the true motivation to get Jon Gruden to resign from the Las Vegas Raiders head coaching position? Because it damn sure wasn't about the email that he wrote about DeMaurice Smith. I'm just giving you guys the context and what's everything's been going down so you can make your own decision. I don't condone in hate speech. I don't condone in homophobic slurs. I don't condone in racism. Here's Keyshawn Johnson, a former player of Gruden, voicing his piece about it.
Tell people this when I played for this man, but I was in the wrong. Keyshawn just a spoiled brat. Oh, Keyshawn just a diva. Oh, Keyshawn just wants the football. But here we are now, however many years later, and stuff is coming to the surface. I'm not going to let it just disappear, because I was the bad guy, Jay. I was the one. I was the problem. Get him out of town. He's disruptive.
My mom always said, what's done in the dark will come out in the light. Damn, it's crazy how much that is still true to this day. These emails probably would have never surfaced had the Washington football team hadn't been under investigation of their toxic workplace culture and environment. These emails were sent to then Washington general manager Bruce Allen, who Gruden is close with. It's just funny how we're hearing everything about what Gruden had to say and absolutely not a thing about what's going on or what went down inside of the Washington football team's organization. Be careful when talking about that shield. And other media members inside the NFL were under the impression that the NFL, or aka Roger Goodell, were going to continue to leak out emails about Jon Gruden if Mark Davis, the owner, didn't hurry up and do something. So the timing of all of this is just crazy. I'm pretty sure there's going to be so much more to come out regarding to the Washington football team and what else is inside of that investigation. I just hope, for the Raiders' sake, for all the players who put in the hard work, that this doesn't sour their season. They started out 3-0 and they've dropped their last 2 games, starting to look like a recipe from last year. So hopefully interim head coach Rich Bisaccia, I hope that's how you pronounce it, will take over now as the interim head coach for the Raiders, and hopefully they can still salvage this season. There's much football left. I believe it's 12 games left in the season, so a lot of football left to, you know, finish the season strong, but they're in a tough division. So we'll see how this affects the Raiders, how this affects the NFL. And people, man, watch what you say, even in your privacy or how you think, because, you know, this world is already hard enough as it is. Hate speech, racism, you know, it's not much room for it. But I appreciate you guys giving me your time again today. We're pushing out more videos the rest of this week. And that's it for this Playmaker production, man. Y'all be safe and enjoy your rest of your days.